Hello, everybody. This is Peter Palmiotti, and this is day 32 of my 100 Days of Making Has Comics. And yeah, what a day, what a day. Not what I was picturing at all. But so it goes. Okay, first up, and maybe you can help me with this. So I contacted Thomas, who I was supposed to be interviewing tonight at 9, and didn't hear back from him. I told him I would connect with him. I messaged him last night, and I told him I would connect with him just an hour before I was supposed to go live. He said everything was kosher, and waited a half hour, didn't hear back, so rescheduling. So the challenge is that I may be doing 100 of these interviews, and I don't want to be running into this problem. So if you have a better solution, please leave it in the comments. But my idea is to make a group, private group on Facebook, since it was on Facebook that I got 90% of the names, if not all of them. And yeah, I'll put everybody in the group and set up sort of one person for the next interview. And if for whatever reason it doesn't happen with that person, then I'll put a message in the group if anybody's available. I'm going to go live. If you're ready, I can interview you now. Is that a good idea? Is it a silly idea? I'm not sure. I think it will be helpful. I'm not sure if people would want to be put in a group. But it's sort of what I thought of for right now. If there's a better way, give me your thoughts below, and maybe I'll consider it. Maybe what I'll do is just ask a couple of the people involved what their thoughts are. I'm not sure. So here's how my day began. So I mentioned this before. I was going to scan some artwork I have, and I did a massive cleaning to my studio a little while back, and so I went looking. I went looking today to get my scanner set up again, because it's been a while since I used it, and it dawned on me that while I have the power plug, I don't have the plug that connects from the scanner to my computer. And of course, it's like, if I still have my old computer running, it might not have been a problem, because it was already set up for Wi-Fi, yada yada. But I need to initially set it up so that I can get it working. before it's just working on Wi-Fi. So yeah, I realized then that, how disorganized my studio was. It's gotten a little out of hand lately, as studios get. And while, I'm not, it doesn't have to be perfection for me to be functional. I do have a tendency to put things away solely for the purpose that my cats don't start knocking my crap around. And that, I could lose something highly important. So yeah, I started doing cleaning. Well, it's like first I tore the place up looking for the stupid cord, to which I still haven't found. I've found every other cord I have. And I have like different boxes and drawers full of random cords, which one day I promised myself that I'm going to go through all this, and whatever I'm not currently using, I'm going to throw out. Because I don't like to have extra stuff around. Extra supplies, that's cool, that's useful, I don't want just one bottle of ink. I gotta have enough to go use over time. So I mean, basically I have my little bottles full of ink. One is specifically for brush, one's for quill. It's sort of different density that I keep them at. Then I have a 32-ounce bottle of ink. So I'm not going to go at it, run out of ink anytime soon. But as far as power cords, it's more confusing than anything else. Some of it's like my old computer that I promised myself I'll get rid of one day. At this point, I'm just going to chuck it. But yeah, I spent the better part of today just cleaning and organizing. Nothing too drastic. It's more like, because I'm still dealing on some level with bed bugs in my home. For the most part, they're definitely not around as much. But I gave the studio space a good cleaning. Swept and mopped up the floor. In hopes of finding that cord. I did find some other stuff I have to take care of, to which I think I'm going to take a big chunk of tomorrow and just go over things I need to do right now. What I'm looking at is a lot of work coming my way. Not specifically sure exactly when, but I'm going to have to take a trip out of town to Blue Line a bunch of stuff. And I gotta finance that trip. So, a month from now, I'm going to be looking at Easy Street. getting there is the current challenge. And I got to finish off some current things. I got to start some other things I haven't already. But yeah, it's just been one of those. I got caught up in so much other BS today that, right now I'm putting in my 30 minutes. I was working on another page just a little while ago, and I didn't hear back from Thomas, so I was like, okay, it looks like he's not coming. I'm not going to wait to the last minute to find out. So, yeah, it's like I've interviewed people before. I had my podcast years ago, and that was more like, I did it on more of a schedule. If there's any free program, I don't know, like put everybody's name in a program and maybe the program gets in contact with them. I don't know. I think a Facebook group sounds reasonable. Like, if you want to be interviewed by me, here's when I'm doing my next. I have a guest lined up, but just in case that guest doesn't make it, check in on the group. Maybe you could be next, kind of thing. So we'll see what develops. Right now, yeah, because I really need to put more time into client work. I'm getting all distracted by too many things. I think I might be dropping off Inktober because I just don't have the time for it right now. If I can, there's like 2 weeks left of this month. If I could just focus on client work and my own comic work, I think I'll be better off. It's always a challenge juggling both, as I'm sure most people listening to this know. Yeah, we really need to get a new cartridge for that. But yeah, so this is my check-in for today. It was announced that book 2 of the D100s anthology is going to be in the works. And the title to that is Werewolves and Unicorns. And even though, I'm working on Blood Rights, and Blood Rights is like vampires and demons, that's more of a werewolf kind of thing, and even unicorn. I'm already thinking that, I'm going to do a retro story, which will either have one or the other or both, depending on what I think of. So I'm going to script something out when I get some free time, which, I don't really have any of that at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh my rapidiographs. All right, so that's it for today. I'll check back tomorrow. Maybe have some news on regarding how I'm going to be setting up these interviews. And yeah, just like I said, I got to focus on client work. So these will be consistently short and sweet coming up, I guess. Love y'all. Please like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't. This has been day 32 of my 100 days. And yeah, ever forward. All right.